Adam asks, I'd love to hear how they feel their styles of teachings differ. Joseph, I know you mentioned that you all complement each other in your teaching, but Adam is asking, how do you see your styles of teaching differ? I don't know if that's an easy one to answer, but.
Jack, what do you say?
Well, I'll say one thing, it was like I remember reading manuscripts of each of their books before, they were finally edited or whatever. And I saw that Joseph spoke in complete paragraphs. It was like extremely logical and systematic. And Jack and I are, I think, much more similar to one another than to Joseph in presentation, in that if I read what Jack had written in this manuscript, and often it was taken from transcripts, in those days, and it was more about like kind of an energetic exchange. It was about connection. It was about storytelling, and that might involve, as an effective public speaker, that might involve a lot of repetition, which doesn't look right on the page. You think, well, you just said that, and so you can see a lot of differences in approach.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Joseph that you really do complement each other.
Joseph, to me, it's a delicate question. Joseph, to me, represents the beauty of emptiness, and in all. See, Joseph, you are beautiful, and that's and Sharon represents the beauty of love, and I'm trying to figure it all out. Something like that. I'm telling stories about it.
Jack, I think you represent the energy of creativity. So I remember going back to the early years. I don't know if you remember when they were trying to test meditators with the Rorschach test, the ink blots, which I think is now not in favor anymore psychologically. But so in those days they tested the three of us and others, these Rorschach tests, and most of us, we would see an ink blot and we would have, maybe five interpretations of what it looked like. They had to stop Jack, after 100 or so. Okay, Jack, let's move on to the next one. Because it's just that creative part of your mind, which, is really quite wonderful.
I want to add something it's a non sequitur, but it's something I want to get in before you do the next question. And that is really an homage and an honoring. First of all, we had amazing teachers. My teacher, Ajahn Chah, your teachers, Maninder and Goenka and Deepama, and then later generations that have come. So we had teachers who were the most celebrated masters of their time in those cultures in many ways, at least by the time. So we were enormously fortunate to have that. And then we had somewhere in the range of teacher, colleague, people like Ram Dass, who was really important in our lives. And yesterday was Ram Dass's birthday, if I'm remembering correctly. Thank you. Because his vision of carrying Dharma, and he became more and more a master of love more than anything. But also such skillful teaching means and such support for practice that too affected all of us. It was a big part of what brought us together in some way and how we collectively grew. And I just want to honor the lineages.